What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I'm gonna jump right into it. I'm amazed at how a grown-up can allow a child to push them past the point of risking their employment, freedom, and just sanity, especially when the child is not even related to you. And you're in a position where respect should be earned, you know what I'm saying? As well as, you know what? All right, we'll go right into it. See this guy up here? This guy right here, his name is Jamir Clark, aka Coach Clark, 29 years old. He's an assistant coach at a high school called Blanche Eli out there in Pompano Beach, Florida, or he was at least. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy right here last week, I think they said it was Monday, got into it with the football team or football players in the weight room after a negative social media post was made about him. And it affected him so badly that he wound up punching a 16-year-old boy in the mouth and then getting jumped by 3 other kids, and he had to fight his way out of there. Don't get me wrong. Children, especially nowadays, teenagers, can have slick-ass mouths and do some crazy stuff and try to rival you as an adult. But when you're a teacher or some type of person in a position to where you can handle this without putting your hands on a kid, it falls entirely on you. Take a look at this story. It's hard to believe.
Turning to an assistant football coach at Blanche Ely High School who's facing serious charges after hitting students during a football practice, police say. And Daniela Cado has been at the school talking to students, and she shares the latest.
Well, we know the incident happened on Monday. Broward deputies say assistant coach Jamir Clark now faces 4 charges of child abuse. Now, this is him. He is 29 years old. He was taken into custody after police were called to Blanche Ely High School Monday afternoon. The arrest report says he got into a physical fight in the weight room during football practice. Officials say Clark struck 4 students after arguing about a social media post. We spoke to students this morning who say they're shocked by the incident.
I heard that someone said his nephew was trash, and then he had punched the student, and then they all jumped him.
It's just shocking to me. So like, I don't really know. I feel like it's school and safe. That's how I feel.
Broward County Public Schools released a statement saying in part Clark has been, quote, reassigned as we review the matter for further action, up to and including termination. We are deeply disturbed by this incident as the safety and well-being of our students is our #1 priority. Now, Clark just appeared before a judge for the first time in bond court, the judge setting his bond to $30,000, and he is not to set foot in any Broward County public school. Reporting in Pompano Beach, Daniela Cado, NBC6 News.
Now at 5, a South Florida football coach is expected to be released from jail days after being charged with child abuse. Police say that Jamir Clark was working at Blanche Ely High School when he punched a student on Monday.
He posted bond and is expected to walk out of jail at any moment. CBS News Miami's Maribel Rodriguez joins us live from Fort Lauderdale at the jail where Clark is being held. Maribel?
Well, Lauren, Ellie, I can tell you that Clark remains here at the Broward County Jail. His bond is still pending. Now, according to detectives, those 4 victims, all 16 years old, and they tell us this apparently all started after one of the students posted a negative social media post about him.
29-year-old Jamir Clark, an assistant football coach at Blanche Ely High School in Pompano Beach, facing charges of child abuse without bodily harm. Deputies responded to the school just after 4:15 Monday afternoon. After reports of battery, Clark was taken into custody. According to the arrest report, this all started after one of the students posted a negative social media post about Clark. It goes on to say Clark had the opportunity to de-escalate the situation. Instead, he walked up to the victim and punched that victim in the face, inciting a brawl with the rest of the victims.
I spoke with Detective Son yesterday. She advised me that all 4 alleged victims are 16 years old.
Clark appeared in bond court on Tuesday, and according to the prosecutor, this is not the first time he got violent with students.
Earlier this year, there were allegations that Mr. Clark was physically violent with a different student at Monarch High School while he was working there. It is a concern now that we have a separate incident, an allegation of an incident where he displayed violence towards another student, Your Honor.
Broward County Public Schools put out a statement saying the employee in question is being reassigned as we review the matter for further action up to and including termination. We are deeply disturbed by this incident as the safety and well-being of our students is our #1 priority. The judge set Clark's bond at $30,000.
And he's being charged with 4 counts of child abuse without great bodily harm. The judge also ordered he have no contact with the victims, with the minors. He cannot return to any Broward County public schools. He cannot have firearms or ammunition, and he must wear an ankle monitoring device when he leaves the jail. Again, he is still here at the Broward County Jail. His bond is pending. We, of course, will be here all night and bring that to you once it happens. We're live in Fort Lauderdale. Maribel Rodriguez, CBS News, Miami.
Ain't that some shit? Now, I know football is an aggressive sport, but having aggressive people that are mentally weak coaching it is always a recipe for disaster. We did a story a couple of weeks ago about a football coach at a Pee Wee League game that got into it with one of the players and wound up slamming him so hard he lost feeling in his legs temporarily and was knocked out cold, and then taunted him. A grown-ass man. Then looking into his background, you see why he shouldn't even been around kids, or let alone trying to coach somebody on a game as violent as football. It's crazy. This guy's 29 years old, right? He's an assistant coach at a school. He has a job. Has a prior history of violence against kids at another school. They reassigned him to that school. What does he do this time? Somebody says something negative on social media he don't like. Kids talking amongst kids. He got to take it to the streets on them. Now I want you to look at this picture up here. At 29 years old, sir, you know better. And there's a lot of other things you should be fighting out here except for some skinny ass 16-year-old kids that climbed you like Mount Kilimanjaro, or ants attacking a grasshopper. You got jumped by 16-year-old kids. You sitting up here built like a whiskey barrel, and you worrying about what somebody say about you on social media. Think about that. You got a lot of other stuff to be fighting about. You should have been fighting hamburgers. Hell, a treadmill, diabetes, an exercise bike, a lot of other shit you should be worried about. A fucking razor. If you go around kids, and you know kids like the cap, you go around kids, you looking like Grizzly Adams, crazy ass beard, built funny, you don't think you're gonna take some slack? That's life. That's life. Under no circumstance do you go around hitting on kids. Plus, if you're a football coach, you got to say who play and who don't. You could have handled that other ways in far as punishing them. But if they said something to you outside of school, you could have tried to go and talk to them and be like, yo, what you did was messed up or whatever. It didn't have to get to the point of what it was. And if they wouldn't calm down, you could have calmed them down by sitting them on the bench or having some other superior come in and handle it. You see what they said? He could have resolved the conflict, but he didn't. Why? Because his mind is somewhat like those children. And we see it time and time again with the same turnout. He looks stupid as hell sitting in jail. He's standing up there. He got on the goddamn black and white striped shit like a prisoner in the 40s or 30s. Embarrassing. I'm going to leave it at that. They talking about reassigning him again. Why? So he can fuck somebody else's kid up? Dumb. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Take care.